Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shetler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
At Pekin Community Schools, opportunity isn't limited. It's everywhere. From FFA to music, business to athletics, our students explore it all. Small class sizes mean big advantages. Personal attention, strong relationships, and academic success that goes above and beyond. You're more than a student. You're a story, a voice, a vital part of our school family. From the classroom to the kitchen, every adult helps shape futures. At Pekin, pride runs deep where everybody is somebody.
Hey, and welcome in. Time for the sports section. We are live at Barnwired in downtown Sigourney at 119 East Marion Street. And you can stop in for some coffee, maybe some breakfast, maybe do some shopping. It's Valentine's Day, so you could do some shopping for your lovey-dovey here at Barnwired in downtown Sigourney. We've got a stacked show today. Mid-Prairie girls basketball coming up. We'll have Montezuma girls basketball a little bit later on. But we are going to start things with a team that I'm going to be covering here in the postseason and have been following throughout the regular season as well. That is the Pekin boys basketball team. And we've got Andy McGuire in as our host. Andy.
Okay. Yes, sir. I am.
Let's get her going.
Let's
and by
do
the
it.
way, when you want to talk about that Winfield Mount Union game, I do have the clip ready. So
Okay, we will do that.
Yes.
But we are without Coach Swanson. Cole Milliken informs me that he's at the all-conference meeting this morning. So, Cole, you're going to pretend to be Swanson today, all right?
Okay.
You're going to do your best Coach Swanson impression. So I'm going to ask you to introduce your teammates.
So my name's Cole Milliken. We got senior Henry Eubanks, senior Carson Comstock, senior Cal Miller, and then junior Brody Saboski.
All right, and you guys are having a really nice season, 18-4.
Yep.
Righto, and you guys had a last-minute buzzer-beater win to take down Winfield Mount Union, who is, I'm guessing, a rival. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I can say that.
Lots of nods, lots of smiles up here. And so, and Shetler actually has the clip, so I'm going to ask him to run that.
All right.
I wish we had a monitor on our side so we could commentate it, but
let's take a look at it. Here we go.
A little bit tight.
So who is passing in the ball on this? Henry Adam was passing it in. Nolan Glick got the winning basket. So very exciting stuff. People jumping up and down for joy. We'll take it back to you, Andy.
All right. Hard to see on our side, but we're doing our best. So, Cole, talk to me about that win, and we'll talk about the regular season, and then what we're going to do on this segment is we're going to jump into the postseason. So let's talk about the regular season, and let's start with that Winfield Mount Union game. Just kind of walk me through the four quarters.
I guess we jumped up right off the bat. We got we held them to 4 points in the first quarter. That's always nice. And Coach Swanson always says that defense wins games. And it wasn't our best game offensively, but definitely on the other side of the floor that can win us games. So didn't play our best game, but we put up enough plays down the stretch to finish her off. So
there you go, and that's all that matters. You got the W, and we're rolling into the postseason. Before we talk about that again, we're going to talk about regular season. I want to talk to some of these guys too. Why don't you hand it off to Henry? Henry, I want you to tell me about a high point through the season and a low point through the season.
For the high point, it was definitely the Hillcrest home game because they were undefeated until conference play. Yeah, and it was. We had a nice lead, and then they kind of came back, and we ended up winning at the end. And the low point was definitely losing to Hillcrest the last game before winter break. That was away. I was always sad. Yeah.
Yep, high point, low point, all with Hillcrest. That's understandable. That's a high-quality basketball team. A lot of tradition at Hillcrest. Interesting place to play, and then nice to have them on your home court. So, Carson, I'm going to ask you that question. Same thing, high point, low point in the season. And if you say the same thing as Henry, that's totally fine.
I'm going to definitely agree on the high point for beating Hillcrest. That was a lot of fun. It was just a great team win. We were all around playing pretty well. And the low point, I'm just going to collectively say the first half of conference play, because we had 3 losses that we really shouldn't have had. We kind of beat ourselves in all 3 of them, and that was kind of just like, what are we doing? And we know we could beat these teams, but we just aren't doing it.
And who were those losses to? Can you remind me of that? I looked at the schedule this morning, and I've been following Pekin basketball, but I can't recall. Waco was one, correct?
Yep, Waco, Winfield, and Hillcrest.
All right, that's right. Yep, Waco. So, and I saw on the bracket, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, but Waco's in your bracket, right? And so there is, and we don't want to look too far ahead, but there may be an opportunity for a little revenge on that one. So, Cal, I'm going to throw back to you. That Winfield lost early in the season, then you come back and get the last-second win. How did it feel getting that win, kind of a revenge match?
It was fun. John, I don't know, we didn't really want to lose to them again because we wanted to be second in the conference. And we won, and now we got, I don't know, it was fun storming the court, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can get the fans on the court, that's a good time, right? So party in Pekin. And then we'll throw it to Brody. Brody, give me a high point and low point in the season as the young underclassman in this group.
The high point for me, at least, as the hype man of the team, I'd say is when we beat Montezuma, and I was able to cheer very loud. A low point would probably be that Hillcrest game we lost. I forgot. Hillcrest. Yeah. Hillcrest first time when we lost them at their home field. I mean, I didn't have home court. I didn't have much time cheering then, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't really that fun. So, yeah.
All right. Well, keep it here. We got to talk about the self-proclaimed hype man. Talk to me about that.
Well, this is my first year doing high school basketball, and I just like cheering. I give it my all for that. Mm-hmm. What? Oh, I have a catchphrase that I like to say.
Okay.
I only say it at home games. I was told not to say it, but
you can say it.
I always say "Welcome to the Panther Den" to the opposing team after a big win. So
yeah. That's the type of stuff we love, right, Cole?
Yep, you can say that.
Have you ever said something like that after a game?
Nope, I have not. I have not said that, anything like that.
I can't imagine that you would, but the rest of us can get a chuckle about it, right? Yeah. Fair enough. All right.
I can see Brody saying that. So.
Cole says he can see Brody saying that. So they must know you a little bit, huh, Brody?
Yeah.
So talk to me. We'll keep it with Mr. Hype. Tell me about this team. Is this a tight-knit group? Is Cole just the floor general? Does he keep everybody in order, or how does this team click?
I mean, I wouldn't really know that much, but like, I mean, at least in my eyes, it's like a more unskilled player. I mean, these guys have always seemed like up like at the top when it comes to like skill for me, at least, because I mean, I'm not really that in tune with the game, so yeah.
All right, Mr. Hype, not too much in tune with the game. Cole's gonna expand on this. Go ahead, buddy.
I guess it's a collective effort. All of us, we're friends outside school and basketball, so we all have that connection that we can click anytime we need to, and that can really help us out when it comes to the regular season and then throughout the postseason. So,
very good. Let's do a little exercise now where we're going to describe each teammate. And we're going to start with Brody and work our way to the right. So, Brody, you describe Cal. Cal, you're going to describe Carson's style of play and around the horn here. So,
if I could describe Cal, he's like the Hulk if he wasn't green. And he's the OG hype man.
Okay.
Carson, I would say he'd be a better shooter if he shot the ball more. I wish he'd shoot the ball more. Other than that, he gets good minutes. He's probably our sixth man, so I don't know. I really appreciate it. He does good minutes, I guess.
For Henry, he's a good shooter. He's a tall, lengthy guy. Needs to shoot the ball more, but that's all I got.
I'm seeing a theme here.
For Cole, an amazing shooter. Love it when he puts us up in the first half and I don't have to do much. Always nice. He's always positive, always looks for the positive outcome. Great teammate to have.
Needs to shoot the ball more.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think that's a problem. For Brody, I would say him and Brogan Spray bring the energy on the bench every single night, day in, day out. So it's awesome having those two on the bench, making sure that defense chants, high-fiving everybody after each timeout, and keeping everybody up. So
Andy, I got to jump in. You were talking about Brogan Spray. He got in here one of the last couple of games, or maybe the last couple of games that we broadcast. Man, he was coming in with some attitude. Talk about that a little bit.
I'll say energy.
There you go.
He just has a certain energy. For games and practice, he always brings it. So we never have to worry about him.
I don't remember which game it was.
Being
but he
lazy.
Had several points. He had made several
it was senior night against English Valley. So definitely a night for him to remember. Having 8 points on varsity, playing most of the fourth quarter. So definitely something for him to remember.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So we covered it. So let's talk about maybe a couple of other guys on the team that we haven't covered so far. You know, we mentioned Brogan Spray. We said something about oh gosh, I lost it. Who made the
Nolan
Glick. You know, Henry Adams not here with us today.
Yep.
There's some other guys on the team, some other kids on the team that maybe need to get a shout out. So we'll go around the horn that way, and we'll start with Cole and go backwards this time. Why don't you talk about another teammate that isn't with us today that's contributing in one fashion or another?
I'd probably go with Henry Adam. He's top. I haven't looked at the stats lately, but at least top 3 in the entire state of all classes in assists. So he's always looking for the open man, the easy pass, and it's nice having like a floor general who knows where everybody's at all the time on our team.
Exactly.
So.
Yep.
I'll probably bring up Elijah Brock. He's great on defense. He can always drive to the basket. Amazing rebounder. All around great guy. He's funny at practice. Perfect teammate.
Riley Smith, I would give a shout out to because he's the guy who's guarding the other team's best ball handler every game. He's shooting the ball well recently. He can drive the basket too. He can shoot the mid range. He can really do it all.
I'd say Mason Dahlstrom. When he gets in, he usually gets a good open look, and I don't know, he can stroke it, I guess. He had a clutch steal before the half, was it, at Winfield, or was it before the quarter? And they couldn't get a shot up, so shout out to him.
Mine would be Clayton Harvey. He's another bench player along with me and Brogan. He brings quite a bit of energy also when he does get to play, and obviously when he's on the bench. So, yeah.
I'd also like to shout out to Nolan Glick, of course, for always making that layup against Winfield. But he's always a big post presence. He knows how to make his moves around the hoop and finish around the rim, and of course getting those rebounds. So.
Very good, yeah. So we've covered the team. Now let's talk about Coach. Coach Swanson's not here. Can you guys share a fond memory with Coach Swanson during this year? I'm getting some smiles, so this might be a productive piece of this segment. And if you don't have it, Cole, you can phone a friend, and we can skip out of order, do what you need to do.
I'd probably say Coach's reaction after Montezuma win. And at the third game of the season. It was quite hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So can I ask the hype guy to do an impersonation of what that response was? I can't even ask.
It's all right.
Cut it out. Does anybody want to jump in and try and impersonate what Coach Swanson did? There's no impersonation, not even an attempt.
Nope. No. I was going to say, to put it into perspective, I mean, Coach Swanson's a pretty even keel personality.
Yep.
So
I was going to really try and get Cole to do it. You know, if I could get Cole, that would be like, you know, the epitome of awkward positions for interviewees, I'd say. But it's all good. So why don't you describe it to me? Was he jumping around? Was he actually like vocal about it, or how did it go?
Yes, he was very excited about it. He was jumping, he was screaming, but when it came to post game talk, he calmed it down a little bit, talked about what we needed to work on, what we did well, and we have a saying, next play, and we needed to enjoy this moment, of course, but then move on from that, work the next day at practice, and move on from there. So
yeah, good advice. So talking about moving on, we're moving on to postseason now.
Yep.
And it sounds like we have Seymour coming up. Do you guys know anything about Seymour and what you're going to be seeing as an opponent from those folks?
I guess I haven't watched a whole lot of film on them, but what I've seen is they run a couple different defenses, so we'll have to make sure we're doing little things right on that, taking care of the ball, and we always got to stay on our A game against a team that we've never seen before in a conference that we're not really have any relation to, so got to make sure we're ready to play on Monday.
Henry, what does it take to get ready for postseason play? As a senior, you've been here before. What is this team going to need to do to win?
We've kind of been like practicing a lot more on new offense or defense, and we bring in like JV guys to kind of mimic what they've been doing to get some, I don't know, experience, scout against it, which, I mean, besides getting better, it's also really nice to have them back. It's fun to be with them. Other than that, it's kind of just same old scenario as before.
Yeah. So, Carson, you think practice needs to change to get ready for this postseason, or do you think you just business as usual?
I would say business as usual because we've been kind of rolling. We've lost a couple games. I mean, that happens from time to time, but we've been having a pretty good season. We just got to keep that mojo rolling. We can't underestimate them, I guess, but we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Cal, same question. What's this team need to do to win?
Just bring the energy. As long as we're like actually having fun and like screaming like excitement, we can do anything, I guess, really.
Brody, you got your head prepped for this deal? Are you ready to get this team up and going?
I'm ready. Me and the student section, we're going to be cheering these guys. We're going to annoy the other teams so much they're going to want to pack their bags and get on the bus right now.
Right now. They don't even want to come.
Yeah.
Stay out of the Panther den, right?
Amen.
Yeah. So as far as the hype guy goes, do you have like a cheer or a saying, or what is it that you have in you that can get these guys up to ready to rock and roll?
I mean, I kind of just do like the basics, like cheering like defense when they are obviously on defense. But there's a couple times where like, say the other team's coach is getting mad, like we'll annoy him a little bit. Like, we'll ignite the fire a bit more.
There you go. I love it. I'm sure Shetler probably has some questions. He usually does at the end of this deal.
I was just going to say, for whatever seniors we have up, here's seniors today. Cool. All right. So I don't know if we'll have you on, on the show before you graduate or what. So give us what's going on with you guys for the rest of your senior year, sports-wise, and maybe what's coming up for college plans.
For the rest of the year, I got basketball, obviously, and then I'm not doing track. Don't like track. Never been a runner. And then we're going to go on to baseball. Baseball should be fun this year. We had a good run last year. We're bringing back the core. That should be a good time. And then next year I'm off to the University of Iowa.
Okay.
Same with Carson, like just finishing basketball. Sadly, I'm doing track, and then no baseball. And for next year, I'm planning to go to Indian Hills.
I want to finish off this basketball season with a banger, and head into track season, see what we can do there, and then I'll plan on going back to baseball for my senior year, which I haven't done in high school. So we'll see how that goes. And then next year I plan to go to Southeastern Community College to run track and field and cross country. So awesome.
Hopefully we got basketball for another, I'd say month. I think it's a month. And then I don't know if I'm going to do track yet, and we got baseball, and I'm hoping we make a state run this year, especially since we have all our key.
Awesome. Well, you guys are great athletes, and it's always fun watching Pekin basketball, and people will be able to watch Pekin basketball. If they can't make it to the games during the postseason, they can tune in to Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube starting on Monday. So, guys, thanks for coming in, and best of luck in the postseason. Let's take a break. We'll have Mid-Prairie Girls in next.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook. Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or go to aerealtyinc.com.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Alrighty, we are back here at Barn Wired for the sports section here on Steve Shuttler Media, and hanging out at Barn Wired. Get in here on the south side of the square in Sigourney on this Valentine's Saturday, and we thank Pekin boys basketball for coming in. Now, we had a nice clip of their game winner the other night. I wish we had the clip for our next guests that are hanging out with us today, because you guys had an exciting finish as well just the other night. We've got Mid-Prairie girls basketball in. Andy, take it away.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that Regina victory the other night. But Coach Hobbs, who did you bring with you today?
Well, I have Tessa Bombi and Brooklyn Schneider.
All right, and you gals are having a fantastic season. 16-5 record, creeping around rankings time to time, or for quite a while now, right? And nice win the other night.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been pretty much 11th or 12th or 13th,
right?
All season long, and no matter what we did, we couldn't drop out, and no matter what we do, we can't go up. So it's one of those things where we'll just, and like Coach Howard always said, well, you can't put a piece of paper in the trophy case. So rankings really, don't matter at all.
Right.
It's the big hardware at the end of the season that matters.
That's right. Yeah, and we're in the postseason now, so the only thing that really matters is a W to keep your season alive. But before we get into postseason, let's talk about the regular season, and let's talk about that finale. Big win against Regina. Kind of a revenge game, if you will, because they got you earlier in the season, and by quite a little bit was that earlier contest, right, Coach Hobbs?
Well, let's just say that week we're going to go back in time, and we, it seems like every season you have a down, and well, that week we just happened to hit rock bottom, and it got beat by Williamsburg pretty bad on Monday, and then back to back we had to come right back to go to Regina, and that didn't go so well. And this one sprained her ankle in that game as well, and then we kind of started climbing out of the hole that Friday and lost to Tipton, where we missed a buzzer beater, or missed our chance at a buzzer beater. So you go through those spells where it's like, oh gosh, and being first year, you're going to have those down spots. But we started our revenge tour. We got Tipton, and then we got Regina the other night. And I didn't know that until our radio guy said it, but we hadn't beat Regina in 8 years.
Oh wow.
14 straight games.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
That's a cool makes stat. It even better.
Right. So you mentioned that you kind of hit rock bottom playing Regina in that time frame. Coach, what do you do to bring a team out once you've hit that rock bottom?
Well, I think we had a little heart-to-heart. And then the thing with these guys they just work. So it's one of those things where, and that's just the way we just work out of it. You just got to keep working, keep the grind going, trust the system. And we came out of that with just a renewed, like, oh my gosh, we got to commit to playing defense. We got to commit to just creating havoc. And since then, we have come out of the gate every game and just brought intensity and energy. And that's what these guys do. They play with a certain level of energy. Because it's like, oh, do we press? Do we not press? And one of the things that we have to press to have our energy going, and they do a good job with it.
Right. So, ladies, walk me through this Regina win. So we'll start with Tessa. Why don't you share with us, what it felt like to see that shot drop. I think it was Caitlin Harlan that knocked down the shot. Just looking at stats, she's not the quote-unquote go-to probably in that situation, but she definitely nailed it. Tessa, talk to me about it.
It felt really good. It was really exciting. It made us get a lot more energy and like, okay, let's go. We got this. Like, we knew we got it. And, yeah, we just did the little things the whole game and just kept pushing and, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So talk to me about some of your other teammates, right? There's two of you here right now. Takes 5 ladies to play. You've got some bench. Talk to me about some of the other starters. Who are the contributors here, Tessa?
Jovi Evans, definitely a very good contributor. She just can finish. She just creates her own opportunity. Also finding other people too. Our bench also has been a lot more hype recently, which has helped us get like more hype in the game, which also definitely really helps. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, like everyone.
Shout out names. That's all right.
Yeah.
Or phone a friend if you want to pass it to your teammate.
I'd say Morgan Bender is a great player for us. She can score in the paint and from the three-point line. Jovi also, yeah, I agree with you. She makes a big impact on us because she takes it to the basket a lot, and if she gets fouled, she can knock down free throws, so that's really helpful. And we have a great set of girls that come off the bench that are great basketball players, so it's really just really helpful for us to have that many girls that can come in. Like Miley Hirschberger is super aggressive on defense. Olivia Schwarzenegger is a great ball handler, so she can come in to give us a point guard. And, yeah, I just think we have a great team with a lot of talent.
Yeah. Coach Hobbs, we'll throw it back to you just for a second. We had you on early in the season, and the mantra was going to be kind of run and gun, get up and down the court. Is that held true through the season?
I would say so. And I do want to make sure we shout out to Georgia.
Yes.
Georgia Evans. She comes off the bench. She's the best sixth man in the state as far as I'm concerned, but for sure in the conference. Because it's one of those things where like, oh, okay, we're not going to press if we decide not to. And then when Georgia goes in the game, it's all over. Between her and Jovi, the sister duo, that there's been a couple games where the other team hasn't got across half court in for the first 3-4 minutes. So yeah, we've gotten so much better. Again, I pushed, like pass the ball ahead, and it took us several games, probably till Christmas even, of I outlet it to a post, or it's like, no, somebody get it. Caitlin's bringing it up, and everybody else just run. And we've done such a better job of passing ahead, and we get a lot of easy layups throughout the game. And now coming postseason, we won't get as many easy layups, but we're still gonna, push the tempo and we play our best and with the most energy when we can get out and run.
So walk me through the starting lineup. We've talked about a lot of players. Let's, kind of just push the reset button a second and talk to me about those starters and what each individual player bring to the game.
Okay, well, we've talked about Caitlin, and she hasn't scored a lot this season. She's just, really, you look at her, she doesn't really have a lot of stats either, but she's just kind of steady, and she's also grown a lot as far as controlling the offense and, hey, getting the ball and saying, hey, set something up. She's a quiet kid, too, so that's hard for her. And, she hit the game winner against Regina. Also, they don't guard her because, look at her stats. She's shooting, 15% from three-point land. Against Tipton, she had 4 threes. She was our leading scorer against, the other ranked team that we beat, in the last 2 weeks. So, and she had 3 threes against West Liberty when we really, really needed it. So she's a kid that can, but she just lets other people shine. That's our point guard. Then we go to Jovi Evans, our 2-man, and just, wow. She's just an athlete, plain and simple. Doesn't matter. We could be playing cards, and she would be competitive and try to beat everybody. It doesn't matter what we're doing. Brooklyn's our 3, our shooter, and I'm really proud of Brooklyn this year diversifying. She's basically known as a shooter, but, she's a great ball fake and can get to the rim now, and her offensive rebounding has really picked up, and defense has gotten so much better. Tessa's our 4 and undersized, and we really don't have a true post. Probably Harper Pacia is our only true post. So, and that's Tessa's had to step into that role. Number 1, because she's a strong farm kid. Number 2, she's smart, and she's the type of kid that do anything and everything for the team. Leads the team in floor burns. Probably injuries. We're at Comanche. Dislocates her shoulder. Goes and the trainer pops it back in. She goes, all right to go, coach. We're up 20. I think you were all right tonight. Sprains her ankle really bad at Regina. It's huge. And has 2 big baskets late in that Tipton game, 2 days later. And has been nursing that. And then Morgan Bender, again, and you think 5-man, you think big post. She's just our 5-man because we do a lot of 4-out, and she's a trailer. So she can... she's 6 foot, so that helps. And again, she's been put out of position as far as having to always guard the post. But she can do really anything. She can shoot threes and take it to the basket, and she's gotten a lot better at Brooklyn and her on the back of the press, and they're done such a better job of reading, anticipating, and they're getting a lot of steals just on that back side of the press. Because when you have Tessa and Georgia or Caitlin or Miley or all those guys just pressuring the heck out of the ball, teams just throw it up. And these guys do a great job of kind of taking care of the rest.
Yeah. That's a full crew. Good job, Hobbs. She nailed it, right, ladies? So, Brooklyn, talk to me about Hobbs.
Oh, dear Lord.
First year with Coach Hobbs. She talked about the players. You talk about the coach. And we're going to have Tessa do the same thing. So, Tessa, get ready for it. So, describe to me Coach Hobbs' coaching style and maybe a funny moment, because there's got to be plenty.
Oh, there's plenty. I would say Hobbs just brings the energy at all times. She's always saying funny stuff to us, making us laugh, and she keeps us in a good mindset, especially when we're struggling. We don't get down on ourselves. She's great at encouraging us to keep working hard, and I really like that about her, and she definitely entertains us too. And I think the funniest things, it was after we beat Tipton, and that was a big game for us. Like, we really wanted to get Tipton. And so we're in the locker room, we're like, let's pour water on Hobbs. And we're all kind of like, I don't think she'll be mad. Maybe she will. We're like, let's just do it. We pour her with water. She just starts dancing in it. And it was, like, so funny. I love that moment.
Yeah, I definitely agree. She always brings the energy, just pushes us to do our best, do the little things, like don't do more than we need to, and yeah, just get it done. I would say that's probably one of my favorites. Others are just any moment with Toby, honestly.
Yeah, where is Toby?
Oh, yeah. No, I gotta take him home a strawberry lemonade. So.
All right, I was just thinking about Toby. I was recalling the ice incident. So let's maybe do one of that. We're going to sidetrack just for a minute here. Coach Hobbs, favorite Toby memory.
Okay, oh my gosh. There's a few, and several of them been put on Facebook. Okay, so that's along the lines of, how every kid gets their tongue stuck on some metal at some point in their life. And I was not there, but I remember Matt calls home and says, oh my gosh, Toby got his tongue stuck to the gate. Like they were out doing cattle chores and he put his tongue on a metal gate. And I'm like, I just start instantly laughing. Like I didn't ask, oh, is he okay? No, I started laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, did you get a picture of that? Like, and then, so Matt goes, no, I had to go to the truck and get, an old bottle of warm Mountain Dew and pour on it. So he's always doing stuff like that.
I love it. You know what I dubbed Toby as the Hobbs and Gravy science experiment.
Well, let's just say, I don't know if that experiment worked or not, but it might be an invalid conclusion.
Regardless, it's entertaining. Who says science isn't fun?
Well, just the other night, I tell you what, wherever he goes, a concession stand's going to make money. He just can't help it. I mean, he has zero impulse control. So, I mean, one time I had nothing less than a 20. And so he had that 20 spent before the end of the JV game. And the other night I gave him a 10 before I went to do the radio. I'm like, they were doing half court shots. I was like, okay, 5 is for you, 5 is for my nephew Jace. They're the same age. And my sister getting Toby money, a couple games ago. So all of a sudden I'm like doing the interview and I'm looking, I'm like, I'm not seeing him shooting half court shots. By the way, Brooklyn made one. And then I see him coming back with a hot dog in his face. I was like, you were supposed to use that money for post-prom. Anyway, that's don't worry. Yes, every concession stand makes a lot of money with my kid.
All right, quickly, because I don't want, this is about Mid-Prairie basketball, not about Toby. But we've got to do it because he is such a part of the family. I'm sure of this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I will share a favorite Toby memory of my own from his Keota days with the older boys. My oldest boy was on the basketball team, and there was at some point in time they needed some ice for something. And the guys came out and they're like, we don't have any ice. It's like, why not? It's because Toby climbed into the ice chest and was swimming around in the ice. So they had to dump the whole batch out and start fresh. So that's my Toby story, one of the favorite ones. But let's go quickly through it. Brooklyn, give me a quick Toby story.
I'm trying to find one that's like appropriate.
Well, you can do the softball one where he's peeing.
I would say my favorite for Toby is just when he's at practice and he's just, no one really knows what he's doing. He's just on the side doing his own thing, yelling at people. Hobbs will just be like, Toby, stop it. And it's just so funny. Or he's a big fan of the 6'7" joke, and so he makes that a lot, and we're probably a little immature and we ag it on with him. But yeah, he's just so funny to have around.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of moments. But one time after a softball loss, we're getting yelled at by Amy. And Toby was just behind the dugout peeing. So that was definitely a funny one. Oh, my gosh.
That was the same look he gave Toby when you were coaching soccer with Tenley, and Toby decided he needed to go to the bathroom and just dropped trowel right over by the bench.
Farm boy.
Farm boy. Anyway, let's get back to the basketball season.
Yes, we have Albia tonight.
Albia, yes. Talk to me about it, Hobbs. What are you going to see?
We are going to see, it's kind of been luckily our season because every time we play somebody, it's like somebody we just played. So Albia has, the good point guard, Demas, and she's kind of like Addie McLaughlin from Regina. They can create, they play similar. So that's luckily for us. So our game plan is kind of the same that we just had. They're going to be scrappy. They're not they don't have as much size as we do, which sometimes, that means they can be quick as well. We're just going to have to come play our game, keep everybody in front, and just do all those little things that we've done, especially for the last month. And I would hope we'd be all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from a record standpoint, you guys got this thing already won. But we
Oh.
can't do that, can we, Hobbs?
No.
No.
And that's one thing where I did look at a little Albia film before Regina, but I hate looking ahead. I don't like to look ahead. So it's like once Regina was done, got home, and it's all Albia. And luckily, the Montezuma girls that are next just played Albia, so I got a chance to watch that game film and talk to Coach Burgess a little bit and, to get her opinion. So now it's on to Albia. And we're not looking ahead after that.
All right.
We could talk about the looming one, but the number 1 Mount Vernon Mustangs are
Yeah, we'll talk
looming.
about that later. We'll come back to that one at another interview.
Yes.
But Brooklyn and Tessa, tell me what you all are going to have to do to get a win tonight against these Albia. Do we call them Lady Demons? Lady D's. That's right. Yeah, we've had them on. They're great people. Fantastic group from Albia. Every time we have Albia on, I'm always just blown away about, high quality folks, great competitors, that sort of thing. But we're talking about Emmett Prairie, and what are you guys going to have to do to win?
I'd say we just gotta start off strong, and we've been doing a great job of that in these later games, and we struggled with it more in the beginning of the season, but we've really grown as a team, and so we just gotta start the game off, get a lot of steals, get up, and just never put it off, just keep going the whole game and play defense, stop them, and score ourselves, I guess.
We just need to bring the energy and do the little things like what we know how to do and all contribute. It'll be fun. Yeah. Box out, rebound. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, getting back to this Regina win, I was watching Coach Jenny Hobbs on the sideline, and she does that thing where she gets, is it going to go in? And then it goes in, and she gives a little shot or something like this. Can one of you ladies do a Jenny Hobbs impression on a mannerism?
I don't know. It'd be like.
There it was. Yeah, Tessa, you want to try too?
I don't think so.
No?
Try it. I had to do it.
No peer pressure.
Andy is famous for making people uncomfortable on the show. So.
But yet he keeps inviting me back to his show.
And by the way, Jenny is next. I mean, she's. I've got her scheduled to take over the hosting duties coming up here in a few weeks.
All right.
Yeah.
And we got Mid-Prairie Track and Mid-Prairie Soccer coming up here, too. So
Fantastic. Yeah. Shetler, any questions for these young ladies?
I don't. No. I think we're good to go. So, yeah.
We'll be cheering you on.
Thank you.
Appreciated the Toby stories. That was fun. So,
And I did want to give a shout-out to all the area teams. Good luck. I know they had some big wins last night already, and or Thursday night. And good luck to the boys. I love, all these kids, and I can see, Montezuma kids that I know and raised, it's a couple of them come to camp, and that's the thing I will put a plug in. My summer camps, I invite everybody from everywhere, and that's how I know all the area kids, have for 30 years. So to me, it's about just basketball to everybody. And good luck to everybody as their tournament keeps going here.
Yeah, amen.
All right. Well, let's take a break, and we will get those Montezuma girls in next. The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon, and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Keota Community School District, we are proud to lead with innovation, excellence, and the heart. With our student-teacher ratio low, our classrooms are built for connection, giving every student the attention they deserve. We continue with our 4-day school week for the 25-26 school year, creating more time for personalized learning, enrichment, and support. And the results speak for themselves. In the 2024 ISAF scores, our students ranked number 1 in math and number 2 in English in our conference. That's academic achievement. That's community pride. That's Keota Schools.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have a variety of family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience. Call 641-622-1170 to reach the clinic or 641-622-3184 to reach Jack's Corner Drug.
Hey, we're back here on the sports section. We are live at Barnwired in beautiful downtown Sigourney, Iowa on this Saturday, February 14th. It is Valentine's Day. Get in here for some coffee, some breakfast, maybe do some shopping on this Saturday. Andy, we're going to take it back to you. Are you ready for Valentine's Day?
I am. Yeah, absolutely. Are you?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I got started yesterday.
Did
Had
you
the
now?
Garden Gate deliver some flowers. I'm good to go.
Cool.
I'm good to go. All right. So thanks again to Pekin basketball earlier. Pekin boys had Mid-Prairie girls in just a minute ago. And now we've got Montezuma girls basketball hanging out with us this morning. Andy, take it away.
I'm seeing a theme today. Coaches are gone to all conference meetings. Coach Burgess is there as well, I'm sure. But we do have A. Burgess with us. And so we'll do the same thing we did with Pekin boys, and we'll ask somebody to step in and be the de facto coach. And we'll ask Sydney to do that, right? Okay. So can you introduce who came today with you?
So I'm Sydney Burgess. This is Vivian Cook. You guys can introduce yourselves, I'm sure.
I'm Claire Silius.
I'm Lauren Larmore. And I'm Leticia Wilson.
Yep.
There's no way I'm going to remember all these names, lady. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I love watching you play basketball, but I cannot remember names, so you're going to have to help me out. So if I say, now you, please just respond, and I'm not trying to be rude. But anyway, you guys wrapped up regular season, win against Iowa Valley, right, Sydney? So talk to me about it. How did, just overall, tell me your thoughts on the season.
I think we've had a season of ups and downs. We've definitely had our struggles. We've had injuries. We've had people sick. We've had many things that we've had to go through over and over and over. But our team has went over those humps together, and I think that's what's most important for our team. And I think finishing up regular season, we finally, especially our last couple of games, we finally figured out how to play together. Shots have fallen, which wasn't something that was easy for us at the beginning. Shots weren't falling, and that was really tough. Not seeing the ball go in the hole, which is the point of the game, really struggled for us. But I think we finally figured it out, which is exactly the time you want to figure it out, is postseason. So I think we're at our high right now, and I think we're just going to keep going up. So, yep.
Right. So Coach Hobbs was just on here, and that was one of the questions I asked those ladies. They were talking about a loss to Iowa City Regina earlier in the season where they kind of hit rock bottom, and now they feel maybe they're coming back up on the upswing. So I'm thinking I'm hearing the same thing from you. We'll pass it to the other ladies, and what I'd like for you to do is just tell me high point in the season and low point in the season.
I think the high point is like recently because like Sid said, we started to connect and actually like flow together as an offense. Low point definitely was it felt more of like a one-on-one game, not actually as a full team. And I think one of our focuses and practices was just honestly huddling after each play and playing like a team, because that was like something that we were focusing on, because even though that sounds really easy, it was really hard for us. And so I think low point definitely was when we had 3 losses in a row, 2, I don't know. But you kind of start to feel really down, like, oh, like nothing's working. But after that, we kind of like switched the flip and started to work well together. So.
And we'll just go around the horn. Same question, high point, low point in the season.
Yeah, I would say recently we've definitely had a high point. I think another high point was when we played North Mahaska early in the season because we were missing Sydney, but we were still able to step up, and Sydney was still able to step up as a leader even when she wasn't on the court, and I felt like that was a good confidence booster for us. And then another low point, I would say the same as Vivian, when we had a few losses in a row that I thought we definitely could have won, but I think that was kind of a wake-up call for us, and I feel like we've been doing a lot better since then. So.
And back row, high points and low point?
I think a high point of like that we've had is also recently because like I feel like we've grown a lot more physically too. Like the way we do things is a little bit different. Like we've been going to like lifting classes and we've learned to like agilities and like we like pick up our feet more on the court and we hustle more. And I think a low point is also like when we had like the 2 or 3 losses in a row and like it just like ruined the whole like time that we were in, I think, because then I like how do I say it? Then we like it like split us apart more, I think, and then we got it back together. So
Okay. So kind of just like piggybacking off of like everybody, I would definitely say like our high point has been like the most recent, and just kind of like it felt more like we're all like starting to play together, more stuff's just like clicking, and just like we're getting excited for each other, like shots are like falling. And yeah, definitely our low point was when we were kind of just starting, like we had like the row of losses and it was just kind of like all of us just getting in our heads, but it's been nice because we're kind of just like all picking it back up and just like we're just all like being there for each other, which is like the biggest thing I would say.
Yeah. It's interesting, Leticia, to hear you say, you know, where it divided the team. Whenever I watch any Montezuma sport, I always feel like the unit is always really connected. Mm-hmm. Do you guys feel like the connectivity has been an issue this year, or do you still feel connected? It's just tough to go through that adversity of losing a few games? Because you guys aren't used to losing a lot of anything, right?
You want me to, or you? I think, like you said, Bravette's really focused on unity, and like I don't know if you've noticed, but after like timeouts or the start of a quarter, we hit the floor and say defense, or like in between each play, we huddle up and we talk, and that has always been something we focus on because I think the more you feel together, the more you play together. But we are a really young team, and these are new things for a lot of people. We have a ton of freshmen and honestly sophomores that didn't play last year, so it has been hard this year, but I think not in the sense of like we don't want to play together. I think it's just not something that like naturally flows in our head. So we've I think it's better now, but
the answer is yes. I have noticed, you know, especially the slapping of the floor. I'm like, ooh, this is an intense group. Yeah. You know, this is, if things aren't going, we're going to get locked in and focused. Talk to me about how much of that comes from Coach, because Coach is very intense too, right? And maybe Sydney's the one that can talk about this firsthand most readily.
I think especially with like us having that little pit where we were like really struggling being together because we weren't winning, like it's really hard to stick as a team together when things just aren't going the way that you want them to go, you know. And we've got a lot of different kids, and so we've really struggled being together. And I think Coach, she's also struggled with that with other teams she's had, but they've never really showed it, I think, the way that we do sometimes, because we wear a lot of stuff on our sleeves. And so I think Coach has really drilled on us, like, playing together, you won't always love each other, but we're still a family. Like, you don't always love your family, but you have to push through things to get through to the other side, you know? And so I think she's drilled on us about that, especially in practice. And throughout practice, we still hit the floor and we still play defense hard. And our scout team has played really well for us and helped us with that. And so Coach has done exactly what we need her to do, which is push us and be stern with us at times, but also loving with us at times, which we also need because we struggle sometimes, especially me, with just taking her, like, it's not anger, it's passion for the game, but sometimes people take it the wrong way. And I'll say that for myself too. So sorry, Coach, if you're watching. But, yeah, I think she's just been great for us this year because we really needed that, like, stern talking to sometimes. So, yeah.
I don't want to run down this rabbit hole, Sydney, but I'm going to ask it anyway. how tough is it to be the coach's kid on the team?
It's tough, but I think I've gotten better. I've been in sports with both of them now, so I've gotten to know how to deal with things, but I think sometimes going home is hard, you know. But I think we've also had a lot of talks together, a lot of discussions, a lot of tears, and I think we're finally figuring it out. This season was difficult because I was out for a while, so coming back and having my mom not be my mom anymore and switching back to coaching was hard. But I think as times went on, it's just I wouldn't want it any other way. You know, I wouldn't want our program to be in anybody else's hands but her, because she's experienced. She knows what she is doing. She loves each and every one of us, not just on the court but off the court. And so, yeah.
Well, and now that we don't have her with us, we can ask lots of questions and we can say whatever we want because there's going to be no ramifications, right? So what I'd like to do is
maybe running at practice, but it's okay.
But maybe what we can do is just, let's talk about Coach just for a second and what she means to you all as far as this game goes. And Sydney, we've already covered that with you, so let's move on to the rest of these ladies.
Yeah, I've known Janelle since 4th grade, I think was when she came, and so I've played with her throughout kind of a few AAU years and then in high school, and she's just kind of been like a really big role model and mentor throughout my life. Everything that I've gone through in high school, I've talked to with her. I talked to her our senior year, or my senior year. She said we want to meet weekly and just make sure we're on the same page about things, and so that's been like really helpful this year for me to make sure that I'm doing a good job being in the same headspace as her in order to like lead and be a good leader and also keep myself in check. And so she's just really important to me, and I'm going to miss her a lot next year.
I've been around Janelle since 3rd grade because Sid and I have been best friends since 3rd grade. And so she's been more like a second mother to me, which has been really nice, especially on the basketball court, because this season has been like very difficult for me, and like I've been playing a different role, so sometimes I feel like out of place or confused, and so it's nice that I have a coach that I'm so comfortable with to go and just ask questions or honestly just vent and rant to someone. So yeah, like Claire said, I go check up and meet with her regularly, and I think that's helped a lot, just like the trust honestly on the court. Like if she yells at me when I do something wrong, like I know it's not out of like bad intention, it's out of like trying to help me and make me better and help this team. So yeah, I think it's nice having a coach that we're also close with.
Back row ladies.
Janelle is like, it's very encouraging to me because she always like wants me to grow. Like when I do something good, she'll be proud, but like she still sees more in me, and she like tells me that, and it really helps me a lot in games and stuff because I think I've been doing better, but it's because she just like constantly pushes me to be the best that I can. So
yeah, I would like definitely agree with Leticia. She definitely pushes us all, and just like she's very like encouraging, and you can tell like she just wants to be there for all of us. And like before practice, we always do our positives, kind of just start our practice off good, just saying our positives and what we're happy for and grateful for in our day. Just even like on the court and stuff, like she's still encouraging. Like she's hard on us, but that's because she loves us and she knows we can do good. Yeah, I would just say she's really encouraging for all of us, and she loves us, and we all know that, and we just, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a couple of things I heard along the way. Earlier, Leticia mentioned something about agility class, and then we've talked about just weekly meetings. So those are two things that I don't hear, every Saturday morning talking to coaches about. It's one thing to know the X's and O's. It's one thing to run through a practice. But, if you look at, you ladies probably don't know, Phil Jackson from the 90s Bulls would have the players read books. And some of these guys are like, what in the world are we reading books for? We're basketball players. But it's about, player development. It's about human development. Sounds like you guys have that going on. So talk to me about the things that maybe even you're noticing that isn't just about basketball. And maybe we can start with Claire. I think, Claire, you were the one that mentioned the weekly meetings. Talk to me about that topic specifically.
Yeah, just throughout high school, one of my big things has been confidence and just not overthinking. And so it's just a good check for me personally. And also she just kind of asked about, like, the morale of the team, how it's going, how I can help. And then yeah, speaking of a book, we actually have a book, me, Vivian, and Sydney, and Lindsay, who's not here. We're reading a book. Is The 7 Great Factors of a Great Team or something by John Gordon, who's like, she really loves him. And so we talked about that. There's like an analogy with like a rope and tugging and being a team. We did that at the beginning of the season. And so, yeah, that's just another factor of her being a good coach.
And why don't we go back to Leticia? You're the one that brought up the agility class. Talk to us about that.
Well, so we usually do lifting, but like we got a new lifting coach this year, and we've been focusing a lot on like agility and like being able to explode off like of our feet. And so we do that like twice a week, like after practice, and that's like really helped us a lot during games because like we move better like on our feet, and we know how to explode and like how to pick up our feet, and it's really helped a lot. So
that's awesome. All right, so we've covered regular season. We've covered a lot of stuff about coach and the team and team aspects. Let's talk about postseason now. So we have English Valleys. I'm still stuck on the last one. English Valleys, EV. That's a heck of a draw, ladies. I mean, that is going to be a really tough game. You got them earlier in the season pretty handily, but then they crept back and got you guys in the follow-up matchup. What are you all going to have to do to win this first round?
I think a huge thing for us is just focusing on our principles and what we can control. We're in that Bravet uniform. I think if we start to focus too much on the team that we're playing and being scared and the fear that comes with that, it's not going to go our way. And so in practice, we focus a lot on our the little things and what we do every single day. And so I think going into EV, we can't really think, oh, it's just a conference matchup, or oh, it's just EV, but we can focus on ourselves and the little things that we know how to do.
I think I think when we played EV, I wasn't exactly back to how I was normally, so we were still kind of out of it, because I think before I got injured, we had finally figured out what we were doing, kind of. Then we had our little swoop again. We had a swoop earlier, and then we had another swoop, and then now I think we're in our zone. We're in our spot. We're ready to go. I don't think that this is just an EV game where they, in our brain, we're thinking they beat us last time. We really got to show up. We just got to play our game. We got to play defense. That's huge. I mean, we need to box out. We need to have good closeouts. We got to stay on our feet like Coach Matt tells us to. We got to play hard defense. We got to stay aggressive and just play our offense. I mean, if we move the ball, we know good things will happen. If we get the ball inside and kick it back out, our inside outs are dynamic right now. So I think as long as we just play our game, we'll be. I mean, if we play hard and we stick to our principles, like Vivian said, good things will happen. So we're just going to trust in God's plan, and whatever happens is what's His plan. So,
Claire?
Yeah, I would say definitely rebounding and just aggressive. We had a talk in the locker room when we played Kyoto, and I think it was me and Vivian. We were just kind of real with our team. We were like, we're not frustrated with you guys. We don't want us to play with fear. We want to play aggressive. I said it's better to make a mistake trying your hardest than to be halfway in between not really knowing what to do. And so I think just going to this postseason knowing that we're going to do our best if we play free and we play aggressive. And so I think, yeah, we focus on our principles and focus on what we can control and let the bad things go and stick together. It's going to be really important.
Yeah.
Same question for back row, ladies. What are you going to have to do to win?
I think we're going to have to, stick together, box outs, like they said. We need to work on those and, not getting stuck behind people, because that happens to me often. And we just need to, hustle and, stay, in a an athletic, stance on defense so that we don't get, beat in the lane, so.
I would just say a big thing is just confidence and stuff, and just walking in knowing who we are, we're Montezuma, hit the floor on defense and just just hit the floor on defense and just be what's the word, just ready, just be ready for defense, be ready for offense, move the ball, and just have fun out there. Yeah. That's the main thing, just having fun. And just knowing it's for fun. Yeah,
lock in and play Bravet basketball, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So we didn't do what? Who are the seniors of the group? So do we have seniors? Two of you. Really? But Claire, you're the only senior with this crew.
Yeah. I'm the only senior that has been able to play this year. We have Lindsay on our team, who's a huge factor of our team. She just got surgery on her ankle foot. and so she wasn't able to come today. But she does a lot. She did the laundry for our team the first half of the season, and she just does a lot behind the scenes. She's always at practice, rebounding, encouraging. So yeah, and
All right.
those are our seniors.
Yeah. So talk to me about what Montezuma basketball has meant to you now that you're kind of winding down the career. Hopefully you're all playing for another month or so.
Mm-hmm.
But what has Montezuma basketball meant to you?
It's meant a lot. I've made like a lot of my best friends through this program that either are in college now or are sitting next to me. It's helped me grow in my confidence. I've had a lot of great memories. I think I've grown more as a person than I have a basketball player, which I think is Janelle's goal. And so I hope that I leave a positive impact and that we can go out with a bang this year.
Yeah, amen. So, ladies, talk to me about Claire. Now that we're kind of winding her season down, can you tell me, each one of you, what Claire has meant to Montezuma basketball?
I think Claire is a great representation of a Bravette. I think she gets fired up when something good happens, and she defends her teammates when something doesn't go exactly the right way. I think sometimes she gets in the ref's face, and I have to pull her back and be like, hey, it's okay. And she does that for me, too, and I think that's great. I mean, I think she's one of our defenders of the team, and so I think that's something that our team needs. I think some of us tend to cower down. I think Claire has gained her confidence through the last 4 years, and I think she does exactly what we need her to do. She hits shots when she needs to. She's been great at driving down, getting in the lane, and making her layups and getting to the free throw line. She's gotten many assists for our team, passing to Vivian, splashing the three. But I think that Claire is a great representation of what our team is and how we play. So thank you, Claire. She's going to cry.
Bouncing off of Sydney, I think Claire has been a great balance of calmness to the team, because yes, she does get fired up in those moments, but if you know Sydney and I, we are very much loud vocal leaders, and I think Claire has been very good throughout all 4 years, not even just this year, her senior year, as just being that calm in the storm. She's very good at giving a calm talk, bringing up the younger ones, and just being that relaxed sense of leadership through everything. So that's been very nice.
I think that Claire is very encouraging. Whenever we're in huddles or whatever, and I am in playing and I walk off the court, she's usually the first one to give me a high five or something. And she likes to include people. Sometimes we do stuff in the locker room, and she just brings people into the circle, and she's very encouraging and just very sweet.
Claire's just a really fun person, on and off the court, in the locker room or just on the court. One thing I struggle with is just confidence and stuff, and Claire's just really good about during the game, if I'm not shooting the ball, she's you got this, shoot the ball, you can do this. And just encouraging me throughout the whole game, just being positive, and yeah, just really helping out the team.
Yeah, all nice comments, lady. Thanks for sharing those. And finally, I'm going to ask the same question that I asked the two Mid-Prairie players. Can anybody do an impression of Coach Burgess?
You got this one.
Get back on defense now. She gets really mad at us. Yeah, the stomping. Yeah, that's a big one too.
Stomping of the feet. All right, very good. Shetler, what do you got for these ladies?
I was just going to say, it's always fun because for my athlete of the week polls and team of the week polls, I always go through the Bounds site and I see your names and I see your stats, but just rarely see you guys in person. So it's always nice to put some personality and some faces with the names that I'm looking at. And I know some of you have been up for the athlete of the week before and all that. Good. Claire, I'm learning how do you say your last name. I've never known how it was pronounced. How do you pronounce your last name again?
Ursilius.
Ursilius.
Yes.
All right. I think I've always wanted to say Ursulus. Ursilius. Yes. All right. Does that ever get butchered at away games?
Yeah, I think people have gotten it right. Maybe a combined of 10 times throughout my career. So.
All right. Well, it's good to have you guys on. I'm sure Coach Burgess is sad that she didn't get to catch up with Hobbs today in person because they go way back. But yeah, always good to have Montezuma girls on, and best of luck to you guys in the postseason. Andy, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
Need eye-catching graphics for your business, team, or special event? Avenue 280 Digital Works creates custom digital designs, from social media posts and business cards to flyers, menus, sports posters, and special announcements. You receive the digital file, ready to post online or print anywhere. No contracts, no pressure. Make your visuals work harder for you. Contact Naomi at Avenue 280 Digital Works for all your graphic design needs.
Are you buying a wine gift to take to a Valentine's dinner? Consider a bottle of Tassel Ridge Sweethearts Rosé and possibly a box of Finale chocolate bonbons. If dinner features a steak or other beef dish, take a bottle of Iowa in the Dark. A chocolate dessert calls for a bottle of Tassel Ridge Oski Vasanti Pink, a sweet fizzy wine that will even pair with milk chocolate. These wines are available at Tassel Ridge Winery, and we can ship wines to addresses in Iowa where they can be received by someone who is at least 21 years old.
All right, we are coming back to the sports section live at Barnwired in downtown Sigourney. It's the place to be, a busy place on this Valentine's Saturday. As you know, we've been seeing, of course, they've got wrestling. Boys wrestling is going on here in town today over at the high school. So get out and support all your local and area wrestlers today at Sigourney High School. Let's see here, Andy. It's been a great show. Let's take a look. Let me bring this up on the screen. We've got our Athletes of the Week. Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Male Athlete of the Week, as voted on the polls on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Caden Kirkpatrick of EBF Wrestling voted our Male Athlete of the Week. He had over 400 votes this past week, which is a nice voting total. It's all about EBF, by the way, this week. Our State Farm, Kelly Style State Farm Female Athlete of the Week, Georgia Smith of EBF Wrestling. She finished second last week at the Girls State Tournament, so congratulations to Georgia. And then our Team of the Week, Emma Ratliff American Family Insurance Team of the Week, EBF Boys Wrestling. They had well over 360 votes this past week. So EBF, I tell you what, Andy, we need to, once wrestling season wraps up completely, we need to have those EBF wrestlers in because they have got a heck of a program in Eddyville, Blakesburg, and Fremont.
Yes, they do, and we've had them on before.
Yeah.
A great interview. They're a fun group, and they're an intense group. I love having wrestlers on because,
yes.
Was it Coach Weeks the other day used the terminology, they've got a screw loose?
Yeah. For sure.
I'm not saying that they do, but I'm just saying that they're a fun interview.
Let's see here. Coming up today, we have, Iowa playing Purdue, right, in Big Ten men's basketball?
Correct, yes. This afternoon, 13th ranked Purdue Boilermakers at Carver Hawkeye Arena, I think.
Yeah, so what do you think? Can the Hawks get her done?
I think they can.
Yeah.
They have the capability, I think, to beat the Boilermakers. But they're going to have a heck of a lot better game than what they had against Maryland the other night. That was
what the heck happened there?
I don't know. Bennett Sturtz is carrying the team. It's an interesting dynamic on this team. Where Bennett's on, they got a chance to win. If Bennett sits, I think the team plays better as a team when Bennett's not on the court. Mm-hmm. But when it gets one-dimensional, that's not good. So hopefully we can have some others contribute. Alfred Garris, he better shoot some threes. We need to get some stuff going from Cooper Koch, too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Iowa was on a roll there. They had won several games in a row and then pulled that on.
Yep, 6 in a row and then lay an egg at Maryland. So what do you do?
And Iowa State is, they're coming off a loss as well. That was kind of a shocker. Yeah. Now they take on a top 10 Kansas team starting at noon today. Where's that at? Is that? I'm not sure where that's at.
Don't know.
That'll be a battle nonetheless.
Yeah, usually is. If you talk to any Iowa State or Kansas is the game, which understandably so. They only invented the game in Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Naismith.
Sure.
So that's fine. But I did watch the Iowa State TCU game the other night, and I would like to vote that as one of the weakest court storming sessions I've ever seen. But It's okay. Iowa State's playing really good basketball, though. That was an anomaly, and you'll have those every once in a while, so we'll see if they can peak at the right time.
Yep. Any thoughts on the Super Bowl? Who did you pick going into the game?
I thought that the Seahawks were going to win it, but I was hoping for the Patriots.
Okay.
And actually, it came to fruition what I thought. The Seahawks won, and I was a little disappointed that the Pats didn't pull it out, but that's fine.
How about the halftime show? Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, I know they do. Yes.
Do you want to go there?
I can. I watched the Bad Bunny thing. I didn't understand any of it because I don't speak fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
I did understand Gaga for a little bit. I thought the dancing was entertaining. I thought that the props were fine. I'm a patriot, though. So God bless America. That's what I got to say about that.
I watched a little bit of Kid Rock at halftime.
How was I haven't. I've been meaning to get back and watch the playback, but I heard he was lip syncing. Is there any truth to this?
I don't know. That's the rumor. I didn't know I wasn't fully watching. I was working and doing stuff up in my home studio, so I kind of had it on. I noticed it was off a little bit. I chalked it up at the time to stream, it being streamed, and there being with the vocals catching up with maybe the video lagging or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Everybody lip syncs.
Yeah. I've seen extreme comments from either side. People condemning Bad Bunny. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen people going off the deep end about how Kid Rock is, the best thing, and God bless him in these things. I say God bless them both. We need all kinds of people in this world, but we need to defend our homeland. So God bless our troops. That's what I say.
Yes, indeed. Andy, you were the voice of Thursday night's Keota girls basketball game, as we're going to be covering Keota girls as far as they go. We're going to be covering the Pekin boys as far as they go, kind of splitting up. But it's hard when it gets to this time of the year to decide who we're going to be following. We can't follow everybody because on Steve Shetler Media, we've been covering 3 teams regularly with North Mahaska, Pekin, Keota. So it's hard to make those decisions, but that's what we went with, Keota girls and Pekin boys. Coming up on Tuesday night, we've got Keota girls at Highland. You're going to be out of town, so your son, Brennan McGuire, is going to be doing the play-by-play.
He is, yeah, and he's bringing a local celebrity to do color commentary, and Jackson, a.k.a. Jay Vitito, to spice this thing up, and these guys are going to be fun. So even if you're not into Highland or Keota as far as what's going to happen, you should probably tune in to see what these two guys are going to come up with, because I guarantee you it's going to be fun. The other night they had an ESPN news desk set up in the student section, full with headsets, ties. I mean, those guys look professional.
Yes.
Unlike the two of us.
They'll probably bring some professionalism to the broadcast.
Wouldn't that be exciting? That would be great, because I will tell you this, that we get sidetracked real easy.
I'll try to lead them down some rabbit holes during the
you're good at
the
it.
broadcast.
Yeah, you drop those little breadcrumbs for me, and I'm just like a bird dog on the scent. I follow them, and then we offend people, and I say curse words that I shouldn't say online.
So Keota girls basketball Tuesday. Monday, the night before, we'll have Pekin boys basketball. So tune in for those area teams. All right, let's get out of here, Andy. Have a great Saturday, and we will be back here next Saturday for the sports section live at Barnwired.